4F, the small intestine, duodenum. Once food has been mechanically and chemically digested by the stomach, acid chyme will pass through the pyloric sphincter a little bit at a time into the small intestine. This process may occur over minutes or hours depending on the health of the person, the types of food digesting in the stomach, or how nutrient-starved the person is. The small intestine is called the small intestine due to its relatively narrow diameter of approximately 3.5 centimeters. It is in fact 6 meters long in the average adult. The first 25 centimeters of the small intestine is called the duodenum or duodenum, and it is the most important stretch of small intestine when it comes to chemical digestion of foods. There are two accessory organs, or helper organs, that are triggered to release chemicals into the digestive tract at the duodenum. They are the liver and the pancreas. When acid chyme is released into the duodenum, cells of the duodenum release a hormone in the blood called secretin and cholecystokinin, or CCK. Both of these cause the pancreas and the gallbladder to contract, squeezing their contents into the duodenum. CCK is also used to slow down chyme release from the stomach, allowing for a fuller digestion of the nutrients. The pancreas is a yellow tongue-shaped organ that lays behind or posterior to the stomach. It is an important exocrine gland as it produces a number of chemicals that are secreted via the pancreatic duct into the duodenum. Foremost is the duodenum's production of sodium bicarbonate, used to neutralize the acid chyme from a pH of 1.5 to 3.5 to approximately 8.5, which prevents acid damage to the remaining digestive tract. It also produces and secretes enzymes to chemically digest nutrients into their monomers. The sodium bicarbonate and the enzymes are collectively known as pancreatic juices. The pancreatic enzymes include the pancreatic amylase, which is used to digest starch into disaccharides called maltose, trypsin, which is another protease similar to the stomach's pepsin, lipase to digest fats, and nuclease to digest DNA and RNA into nucleotides. The pancreas also has a very important endocrine function. It produces insulin and glucagon, which is directly secreted into the blood to control blood sugar levels. After eating, blood sugar levels will rise, triggering the pancreas to release insulin. Insulin will attach to the sugar and allow for it to be absorbed into cells so that the sugars can be used. If there's too much sugar, it signals the liver to take the excess sugar and to store it as glycogen for future use. If blood sugar levels fall, glucagon will be excreted by the pancreas, releasing the sugar from the glycogen store in the liver. This process is to maintain the blood glucose levels at a healthy level of 100 to 140 milligrams of sugar per 1 deciliter of blood. The liver is a large organ found in the upper mid to right-hand side of the abdomen. It has many roles, especially in cleansing the blood of waste products, but in terms of digestion, it has a role in fat digestion. While cleansing the blood, the liver will eliminate red blood cells that are no longer functioning or at end of life. Red blood cells are only viable for approximately 120 days. A waste component of this process is called bilirubin and is a major constituent of bile. Bile is then stored in the gallbladder. The greenish fluid is then excreted into the duodenum via the common bile duct when triggered by the hormone cholecystokinin. Bile is a surfactant, which is a polar chemical that helps break up large fat globules into smaller fat droplets, therefore increasing surface area of the fat, which allows for a more efficient enzymatic reaction via lipase. Because the bile does not break covalent bonds, its role is defined as being a mechanical digester only. Bile is very important to fat digestion. Without bile, a majority of the ingested fat would pass out along with the feces. Bile is also important in that it contains the toxins and waste filtered out of the blood by the liver, which can now leave the body via the feces. The liver has many important roles in addition to cleansing the blood, storing glucose, and helping emulsify fats. It also assists in turning fats and amino acids into glucose for energy in extreme times of fasting. It combines toxic ammonia with carbon dioxide to make less toxic urea. It helps absorb fat-soluble vitamins, and it regulates cholesterol levels in the blood. The important role of the liver cannot be understated. In fact, all the blood leaving the digestive system, having absorbed nutrients from the small intestine, first travels to the liver via the hepatic portal vein for cleansing and sugar control, before the blood travels to the heart to be pumped through the body.